I understand that a lot of you have people that you just don't want to let go. Time and time again, I make videos about people that are the closest to you. It gets to the point where you wonder, it's like, yo, you come up with these people, and how is it that we're so much different when we're together? You know what I mean? Now, right? You can count which, you could remember back and reflecting, like, yo, I remember when we were younger, we used to just hang out. We would even, do things together. We would even sing together, right? Anything you think of, you bring it up. And then now, today, with the snap of a finger, all that was just a memory. And you just think about it, it's like, wow, if I'm like this with the people that are closest to me, right? You name it. It could be your siblings, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, that best friend that, you guys used to ride and die together. Now you guys are just strangers. And you question yourself, it's like, yo, they just disappeared from you, and then they look at you as if you're just different, you're weird. And they come to realize you didn't switch up, they actually switched up. And it's like, you ask yourself, like, yo, if I can't trust them, who am I to trust? Don't worry, I got you. You gotta understand that those same people, and believe it or not, don't deserve to be. They don't deserve to be in your presence. Your presence, they don't deserve to be in it. Because sometimes they see that, hey, your light, what you do and what you represent is different than what they think. To them, it's foreign. To them, it's like, it's weird. So where I'm going with this is this. Most people that were the closest to you don't deserve to be in your presence. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Check this out, yo. I, at one point, had people that I was very close to. Family members. It was to the point where I would spend a night in their house when we were younger. They would spend a night where I am. If they need to wear something, they'll wear it. It's to the point they'll put it on. I just look, I'm like, okay, it wouldn't even matter to me because that's how close we was. But some way and somehow in their lives, they decided to switch up, which is, people change. I get it. But when it's to the point where they feel and believe that they can come in and out of your life and just use up your time and your resources, and then when is it same in return, then it to them it's like it's foreign. It's like, bro, like, don't you know I got something going on? How is it that how dare you? It's like, it's an offensive. They get so offensive, like when you're hitting them up. And then guess what? When you decide to just not put any time and energy into that, right? Because it's to the point where they're hitting you up when they're free. But when you're doing the same thing, it's like this, okay, when you're doing the same thing, to them it's like you can't do it. But at the same time, it's like they feel and believe that, okay, you could be busy, but you're supposed to put time into your schedule for them. You're supposed to, all the time that you have, you're supposed to just fit them in, which is really weird and doesn't make any sense. But it gets to the point now where you realize them, like, hey, they see that, hey, you're leaving them alone, you ain't talking to them, you focus on yourself, and then you took the time and know that you have boundaries. And they question themselves, like, yo, why you switched up? And this is the problem I have with people, right? And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this again, especially with people that's close. How is it that you're telling me I have to self-reflect on what I do, but you haven't seen what you did and how you treated people? How? Make it make sense. And that's the problem I have with people. People don't self-reflect. They don't see how they treat people. They don't, and now I say people are the closest to you. That were once the closest to you. And then they feel some type of way when you're happy, you're focused on where you need to be. And then when they need support, you're supposed to sit there and just support them. And then they want to have some type of pride and ego as if you're supposed to just do it. Now, for some people, in this world that we're living in right now, right, you're supposed to forgive. No. Honestly, I answer that question for you. I'll forgive you from a distance. Now, it doesn't mean it's a big problem. No, it's not a big problem because, hey, we all change. We all, and I talk about this all the time. We all come to a point in our lives, right? For those of us, not a lot of us, that understand that, hey, we have a soul tribe, right? And our soul tribe is the people that are really meant to be in our lives that we all can relate to. We come from all different backgrounds, ethnicities, nationalities, but we all relate. We all can relate. But it gets to the point where make it make sense. Let's talk about it. You have family, and they will say some of the hurtful things. They will do some of the hurtful things. They will distance themselves, and they want to come back and spin the block and make it look like that what they did wasn't no issue. And then these same people will turn around and talk bad about you and spread rumors and make it look like that you were the issue. How? And this is one of the reasons why I always say this. Just because we're family, it doesn't mean, just because we're blood, that's when we're family, it doesn't mean that you're really family. And that's the problem and this was what's going on. And I'm going to say this again, I'm always going to bring this up. They want support when they feel in their time you're supposed to just come in their life to get that support. When they feel that, hey, you know, they're lonely and they need somebody to talk to, you're supposed to stop everything in the world and then be around them and make sure that they're good. But when it's time for them to just do what they have to do, whoever it is, they have that friendship, whoever that girlfriend, that boyfriend, and they feel that, hey, you're supposed to just, you know, leave me alone because you were just around me just for my time. I don't have time. And that's the issue with people nowadays. They don't self-reflect. They want to use you for your time and then make it look like that, hey, you're supposed to understand them. When it's the same in return, or even if you call them out on certain things, this is one of the reasons why you can't, this is another thing too, you can't even call people out in what they do anymore. Because they'll flip it out and make it look like that you're the one that's being emotional, you don't have no understanding. No. It's to the point now, you're gonna have to give the same in return energy, but at the same time, you're just gonna have to just block them out your life. Your time is your time. Your time is your time. And this thing too, when they see your light, they see that, hey, you know what I mean, you're a real person. They see that how kind and beautiful and understanding that you were. You were the, let's say use this, let's say this. You were the realest one that they knew. That's when they decide, before it's gonna be too late, this is when they're gonna realize, dang, that was a real one, it was my fault, but it'll be too late. All right, so again, like I said, what we talked about today, most people that are closest to you don't deserve to be around your presence. They don't deserve it because, they don't know how to appreciate you. They didn't understand you in the time when you were giving your time. And then 9 times out of 10, when you're around them, they'll belittling you. They'll make it look like that. They always want to talk about what they got going on. Alright, so if this video resonate with you, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. Alright, so again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.